Are you spending hours tweaking your sales page, rewriting copy, adjusting fonts, moving sections and buttons around, only to publish something that looks ugly and amateurish? What if I told you there's a faster, better way now? I'm talking about vibe coding. And before you click away thinking I'm not technical enough for that, that's exactly the point. You don't need to be. I just vibe coded my own sales page in an afternoon using a tool called Replit. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it step by step. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Now, the hardest part of building a sales page isn't actually the tech. It's staring at a blank page with nowhere to start. What sections do you need? What order should they go in? How do the pros structure their pages? That's why this first step is going to feel almost like cheating. Instead of guessing the structure, you're going to find a sales page you love, one that looks great and made you want to buy, even if you can't really explain why. In Claude, give it the URL and prompt it with this. Fetch and analyze this sales page. I want to understand the overall persuasion architecture, headline and subheadline patterns, how they position against alternatives, CTA strategy, social proof approach, risk reversal, what works well, and what's weak. What should I steal for my own sales page? It fetches the page and breaks down exactly what's happening. The persuasion techniques, the copy structure, the section flow, and suddenly you can see the whole framework behind why that page worked on you. Now you're not starting from a blank page, you've got a framework extracted from a page that already convinced you to take action. But a framework is just a skeleton. We need to turn it into your sales page with your offer, your voice, and your audience. We're going to feed Claude with your product details and who you're selling to with this prompt. Now, write my sales page for my offer using that same structure. My offer is tell Claude the name of your product and offer, what it is, whether that's a coaching program, a course, a template, a service. Tell it the price, who's it for. You want to be as specific as you can, the transformation of your offering. So how they're going to get from where they are now to where they want to be. What's included, so list the modules, the deliverables, what you're positioning against, include any testimonials that you have, what vibe you want, list your money back guarantee if you have any. And Claude takes that framework and writes your copy and will also build out a visual mock-up you can actually see and interact with. So from here, you make the changes to the mock-up just by chatting with Claude. You want to spend a little bit of time here and get it refined as much as possible before we go into Replit. You can still make the changes in Replit, but I find it easier to get it how you want here first. You can tell Claude to change the colors to match your vibe. If you didn't like the headline or any of the copy, just ask for a rewrite and keep making changes until you're happy with the design. Then ask Claude to provide you with the files for Replit. And now you've gone from a framework to a fully visualized sales page. But it's not live yet. You've got the mock-up that looks how you want, but right now it's still a preview inside Claude. It's not a live page anyone can visit. And this is where Replit comes in. And honestly, this is where it gets even easier. So you want to download the files for your sales page from Claude. Then we're going to upload them into Replit. Here's the part that changed everything for me. Select design mode. Prompt Replit to build your sales page based on the attached files. Select start. Then, in minutes, Replit will build the sales page for you. Now, at first look, the purple came through a little light. So I just told Replit in the chat to change it, and it did. And here's what I really love about design mode. Instead of prompting every text change, you just click on the text and edit it directly. You can also change the font size and text color here by selecting what you want. If you've got placeholders for your images, you just select the element and upload the images directly. If you want to add or remove anything like this drop-down, you can just select it and tell Replit in the chat what you want to do. And it does it for you. And to get the buy button working, I just told Replit to connect this to my Stripe account for payment processing. Replit asked me for my payment link URL, and now my sales page is ready for transactions. And that's it. You've gone from a page that looks good to a page that can actually take money. And you didn't need to manage any of the code yourself. But it's not live yet. And this brings us to the part that stops most people trying to create their own website in the first place. Creating a URL and making your new sales page public. But we're going to get yours live in minutes with zero effort. There are two ways I prefer to do this. The fastest is to publish directly from Replit. Tell Replit that you're ready to publish, pick a URL that suits you, hit publish, and you're done. The page is live and hosted on Replit. And the second way, if you already have a website like WordPress or Squarespace and you want your sales page there instead, just ask Replit to create the files for you to import and upload them yourself. And it will. Your sales page is now live on the internet, ready to sell. You went from staring at a blank page to a live site that takes payments, and you didn't need to fight with a single template to get there. Replit have different plans depending on where you're at. I'll drop the link in the description for you to check them out. If you're thinking, okay, but what else can I build this way? I've got a whole playlist of vibe coding projects using Replit. I'll show you how I built apps that actually work for my brain and my business. Because once you realize you can just build the thing that you need, you stop settling for tools that almost work. The playlist is linked here.